Hi everyone, it's Steve from New Zealand once again. Sorry for the delay in producing some more content for you, but as usual it appears that life has got in the way of my hobby. However, this is my garden, well, part of it anyway, and my intention is to use my fence as a built-in layout for producing an outdoor model railway. I've decided this lower rung of fencing, which goes a reasonable distance down. Unfortunately, there's a park next door to my house, and so there's an access gate here. So I thought for the moment I'll give it a try in relation to just that lower rung for that distance there, and I'll then see if it's worth continuing with. So after a few minutes, well, probably quite a few minutes actually, of tinkering around, I've managed to get the track laid from this end going along this way and all the way along the fence line. I've used flexible track so that I can put small kinks in it to account for variations in the straightness and so on of the track itself, but that does now appear to be in place. So here's the moment of truth. We'll see if this transformer will actually power this Baltic tank loco to run on that track. Oh, yes, it does apparently. Try going the other way. It's losing power as it goes along, of course, because of the resistance of the track. And I've just realised I've left the transformer behind, so I have to catch the locomotive at the end of its run. Oops, the end of its run being bumped into a part of the fence. So that is a little bit of a track revision that I'm going to need to go again. And stopped there for some reason, maybe lack of power. It's got a little bit of power, but I think there's a bit of resistance in that last piece of track. So here it is, coming to the finish line. So after a bit of work this afternoon, I've increased the track length as follows. This is still the same as you saw earlier, following the bottom of the fence. But that has now increased past this tree, through there. Sorry, a bit hard to see with this bush. Back to here, past these bushes, and stopping here for the moment. There's a little awkward spot here, which I may have to fill in some way, but that actually takes me just about to the end of the fence line. So it actually goes from there, or will be going from there all the way down that way. So I've now made a few adjustments to the track, including a few movements of the track itself away from certain parts of the scenery, and also I've extended the track a bit further. So we're going to give it a quick run, maybe not quite that quick, and just see how this goes. So it's just heading off now towards the forest section, I guess you'd call it. Had a couple of problems here earlier with pieces of bark landing on the track and so on. This time the loco seems to be going quite well. It will stop naturally when the track ends, which is coming up. Oh, actually it managed to stop itself even before the end, which is right here. I presume that piece of track might be a bit dirty. So let's stop there. So the train actually came to a halt right there because I think I hadn't cleaned that piece of track, and therefore it wasn't picking up much power. And that actually has worked out quite well, because it means that if I leave that piece of track in place, it looks like the loco will stop by itself. And as you can see, there's a fair distance, which I've just paced out to be about 14 meters, and that's quite a good run. So I've just brought this lovely little set back inside to give you a bit of commentary. It's awfully hot out there, probably about 25 or 26 degrees today, which in Christchurch, I guess towards the end of summertime, is not always normal, and certainly is a little bit too hot, I think, for me to be out there any longer. However, I think what's been shown is that improvisation can certainly produce a reasonable result, I'm now going to have to make some decisions about whether in fact I start putting some nails in, to track fixing pins, I guess, to stabilize the track, and whether I use it as it is, whether I try and tidy it up a bit and have it a bit more level. A certain appeal comes to me in relation to the fact that New Zealand railways were made in adverse conditions in narrow gauge 3'6", which the country still has. And so it sort of appeals to my New Zealand spirit, I guess, to continue as I am. If you have any thoughts, let me know, but I'll probably make a few more videos with different locos and wagons and coaches and so on, and maybe a bit of more of an extension of the layout. So anyway, thank you very much for hanging in there. Those of you who've subscribed to the channel, I'm sorry about the delay in getting another video out. I'm hopeful that this development will allow me to continue making different videos of different locomotives and maybe the extensions to the Garden Railway. Thank you for subscribing and liking these videos. It does help the Google algorithm to figure out that these videos should be shown to people, so that's nice. And thank you for those who are new subscribers, and also, of course, to my original 6 subscribers who I've never forgotten. Thank you very much, everyone, and I'll be back soon.